Mads, how's it going? How you doing? You right?
Yeah, not too bad. And you?
Yeah, not bad. Also, happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
How does that work? Do you have to take a cake in?
No, that's not the plan. Maybe some people will be disappointed, but then I can give a cake later.
Look, mate, there's only one place we can start, and that's with the Spurs game. First of all, what an achievement for us to get to the semi-final as it is. But also, on the night, we gave it a good account of ourselves, and we can probably count ourselves unlucky, really. How are the boys feeling after the game?
Of course, we're all disappointed when we lose a game, but at the same time, we played a very strong team, and it's just good to have the feeling that we could actually play up against them. So yeah, we were not too disappointed, but it's not funny to lose a game. But the way we played, I think everyone was quite satisfied, and we just needed some small margins. Like if we score that goal, we're totally in the game, and we could potentially take it to extra time.
Yeah. Well, we'll get on to that decision in a bit. But what did Thomas say to you afterwards?
He just said it has been a very good journey, and we did everything we could. We just played against such a strong team, and they just have the quality. But it was a good experience for all of us.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that cup run in general, because for a lot of clubs, a cup run can feel like a bit of a hindrance or be a bit of a distraction. But it didn't seem to be the case for us. What impact has it had on the squad, do you think?
I think it's been really good for all the reserves to play a lot of games. So everyone in the squad has been sharp when they had to play in the championship. So I think it's been good for everyone, and it just gives like a good atmosphere and a lot of confidence when you beat 4 Premier League sides.
That's it. I mean, hell of it. We'll get on to as well your performances against some top strikers in a bit. But looking at the game, we have to talk about the Ivan Toney goal. Is that the first time you've had VAR in a match that you've played in?
Yeah, that's the first time.
So when that happens, because I was obviously going crazy in my living room, and then you have to stop and wait. I imagine for you guys it's even weirder. What's going through your head when you're waiting to find out what happened?
It's just a strange situation. Like you just score a goal and you're so happy, you celebrate, and then afterwards you realize, oh, it might not be a goal, and then you have to stand there and wait, and the waiting time is so long, and you know when you stand there for 2 or 3 minutes, it's gonna be a tight one. So yeah, it's just a strange feeling.
And is it communicated to you on the pitch why? Because obviously it goes up no goal, but even I was still quite confused after that as to exactly why it wasn't a goal.
To be fair, I didn't hear anything. We just saw no goal, and then we set up for the goal kick, and we tried to play on. And
the other obviously big incident was with Josh. How was he after the game? Because obviously it was a complete accident.
Yeah, obviously he was quite sad, but as you said, it was an accident, and he didn't mean it. So yeah, disappointed, but yeah, it was just unlucky that he slipped, and yeah, I know it looked a bit ugly on the pictures, but that's football sometimes, and he didn't do it on purpose.
And the disallowed goal came at a time we were on top. We were really giving them a go. What was said at half time? Because we were in a decent position at that point.
We were still in the game. We were only down 1-0, and we just had to keep the game alive. And if we could score a goal, it would be completely even. So yeah, we just had to do everything we could and give our best.
Yeah, and let's talk about you, mate, because you've man-marked there one of not only the best players in the country, the best strikers in the country, but one of the best strikers in world football, and he's not had a sniff. That must be a pretty proud moment for you.
Yeah. I was very happy after the game, and it was just such a good experience for me to try and play against some of the best players in the world, and some of maybe one of the best strikers right now. And I was very satisfied that he didn't got any chances really.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really good.
Is he the best you've played against, would you say?
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah, 'cause you've come across now Danny Ings, Callum Wilson and Harry Kane. They're three of the best strikers for England. And they've not scored against you yet.
Yeah.
So I was chatting to Carly Osborne, who we do the show with, and when he was at the club, he played Everton, and he played against Fellaini and Yakubu. And he said he came out of that match and he learnt more from that game than any training session that he'd ever had.
Yeah,
Is that
I think it has been very good for me and the team in general to play against Premier League teams. Just to get the feeling that even though we're playing a championship right now, we can easily play against those teams, and it gives a lot of confidence when you play against some good strikers and you keep them away from goal. And when you build that confidence, you'll see that on the pitch later as well. So yeah, it's just been good for us to play against some of the best teams and players.
Well, that's it. Like we say, three of the best English strikers. What were the differences between them?
Callum Wilson is more deep runner, and he'll chase everything very physically, where Harry Kane is more clever. He wants to drop in, dictate the play a bit more, try to hide a little bit in the box to find good positions. So I would say that's probably the biggest difference between them two.
And what about the step up from like a championship striker to those kind of elite level strikers? Is there a difference? What are the differences between them?
I think it's the cleverness, like the positions they have. It's always hard to look at the ball and know where the striker is. So you have to check your shoulders a lot more. Yeah, I'll probably say that's the biggest difference.
Well, look, you did that. You were checking your shoulders and you kept them all very quiet, mate. I see a lot of the time strikers will talk to defenders. Did any of those guys, did Harry Kane talk to you much during the game?
Yeah, no, not really.
Really, just completely quiet?
Yeah, it was really quiet.
What about after? Because I saw you had a little fist bump with him after the game.
Yeah, we just said well played and good luck for the rest of the season. So we didn't say much to each other, to be fair. Yeah.
Did you try and get a shirt or anything like that?
I've got his shirt at home now. Yeah.
Oh, amazing! That's class. Yeah. And look, the cup run itself, we spoke about it. You've been absolutely superb, but also superb in the league, mate. And 16 appearances in all competitions, which is your most in a season so far. Yeah. We're approaching the halfway stage of the season. How would you assess your performance so far?
I think I've done well, but that's because I think it's very easy to play for this team. When you get on and if you get on or you start a game, you know what to do, and you have a lot of people around you to help you, which makes it so much easier. So it's easy to settle in when you play the games, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've been playing well too.
You talk about there the players around you, and obviously playing alongside Ethan and Pontus and stuff. And I've seen stuff with Pontus early in the season, him chatting to Kane O'Connor from the B team, obviously passing on some advice. Do Ethan and Pontus do the same with yourself? And what kind of stuff do they talk to you about?
It's just when we're in the game, they always try to help me. So if they see a runner, a guy who's running deep, they will always tell me, and it makes it so much easier when you have someone that communicates to you and try to help you to get into the best position as possible. And when they have told you a few times, then you know, okay, next time maybe I have to drop a little bit before, maybe I have to step a little bit higher, and you can learn a lot from that. So if they just communicate to you, then they'll help you, and then you have to do the same for them, because sometimes they can be out of position as well. But then you just have to tell them what to do. So yeah, I'd say that the communication is very important.
And when you're a young player coming into team, is that a bit nerve-wracking, having to tell someone like Pontus and Ethan what to do?
Of course, when you're young, it's a little bit difficult, but you have to do it, because if you don't tell them there's a runner and they don't see it, we could concede a goal, and it's better to tell them drop or step and then we don't concede, and then everyone is happy afterwards. So it's always better to tell people what you're seeing and instead of staying quiet.
And as we go into 2021, have you got any goals and personal goals that you've set yourself for this year?
I just hope to play as many games as possible.
Yeah. Well, look, mate, you're absolutely smashing it this season, and I really appreciate your time. Top man.
No problem. Thank you.